Hey guys, welcome back to day 4 of our 15-minute Pilates strength for 10 days. Today we'll have your mat, a bench or a box or something if you have one, and if you have a couple of weights or two, they will come in handy. If you don't have them, don't worry about it, do what you can. Small child even might work. We're just going to start on the mat first. So come down on your knees, mats either side of you. And then we're going to slip our hips off one way. From here, we're going to settle into a mermaid. So one hand comes down, other hand comes up and over, take the stretch. And then we go the other way. One hand down, other hand comes up and over. And then just start to build the biggest shape that you can. And then when next time your hand comes down by your hip, we're going to lift our hips up, press them forward, and then sit back. Hips press forward, lift up, and then sit back. If you want a bit more here, this top leg can straighten, lifting up and coming down. If you want a little bit more again, you can go both legs straight. My feet are staggered here. For a bit more balanced challenge, you can bring your feet together. Lifting up, hips tap down. You can completely rest down between each one, or you can find a bit of a hover. If at any point you want to come down to your forearm, you can. And you can, of course, bend this knee at any time. We're going to go for about 5, and then we're going to hold it at the top. In 3, in 2, in 1, lift up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're done, come down. We're going to come either laying onto your back, setting up for a bridge, so heels coming into your hips, hips up, hips down. We did this in week 1. If you have a bench or a box, I want you to use it now, please. So your shoulders are going to come onto the edge of the box, and then I want you to find your bridge from there, hips up, hips down. Now with these, I like to add an arch in my back here because it feels nice for me. A lot of people don't. So you can certainly tuck your tailbone here. So if you lift up, there's a curl of your tailbone, thinking about pubic bone to chest. And that can also take some pressure off your low back. This is a low back exercise, so you are working your back, getting it stronger. And if you need a little bit more again, you can take it to single leg. So you can pull one knee into your chest. Maybe you'd like to extend it long. And if you still need a little bit more work, you can come up onto the tiptoes of that floor foot. We're going to be here for about 30 seconds. "20 seconds, and then we're holding it at the top. 10 seconds. Last 5. All right, lift up, hold up. How high can you get those hips? Find that tuck of your tailbone. If your single leg is long, you can wave it down and lift it up. It's purely just a distraction. 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. We're done. Come in, come down. Shake out those legs. Take a moment. You can take a knee swipe here, so heels wide on the mat. One knee taps in and then the other. Windshield wipers, swipes, whatever you'd like to call them. Because we are, friends, going to go to the other side shortly. All right, finding your position on your bench or your box or laying down on your back. Heels come in. It's habit for me to hold my hands behind the back of my head. If I'm on the bench or a box, I quite like that. And when you're ready, we're going to go straight to the other side for that 30-second round. Let's go single leg, other leg's bent. Maybe it's long. This is a particularly good option if you're just laying on your back. Come up to your tiptoes at any point. Working for that height here. We've got 10 seconds and then we've got that hold at the top. Last 5, 3, and 1. Lift up, hold up. Nice. If your leg's long, you can find those lowering lifts. If you want to just hold it, just hold it. We've got 10 seconds. How high can you get your hips? Mine is starting to drop. I should pick them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, come down. Shake out those legs. Come back to your knees. It's our mermaid on the other side. So this time I'm sliding my hips. I'm sitting to my heels. I'm sliding my hips off to the left. My left hand comes down. Right hand comes up and over. Take the side stretch. Right hand down. Left hand up and over. Okay, we're going to add in that side bend. So my left hand is going to come down, right hand up and over, hips shoot forward, and then hips come down, sit back. Your top leg again can go long. Lift up and come down. Lifting up and then coming down. If you like, both legs long with either feet staggered for a bit more stability or stacked one on top of the other for more of a balance challenge. You can alternate between them, bringing that knee down whenever you like. Got about 5 like this. And then we're going to lift up, find that hold. In 3. In 2. In 1. Are you ready? Lift up. That bottom knee's up or down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Well done. We're going to come all the way down to laying here. Side lying still. This time it's about this top arm, and this can feel pretty funky at first, but give it some time, settle in, you'll get used to it. So our top hand's going to come out in front. This arm can really do whatever you like. I quite like having it support my head here, and then we're going to push through this arm, trying to get any amount of lift through our body. Lifting up and coming down. Now you can use this supporting shoulder, this supporting arm to help you come up, or you can keep it pulling in and lifted, so all the work's coming from this arm. So I kind of lift up here first and then press up. If I want this arm to help me out, kind of slides it in. I'm finding a little bit of lift from this arm first. We're not here for much longer. 5, 4, 3, and last one. We're done. Come in, come down. We're still in a heat wave here, so I'm still really hot and sweaty, but that's okay. It just feels like I'm working a bit harder. All right, these next ones are our side teasers. Again, there's something that can take some time to get used to. Bottom arm's gonna come out on an angle, and head can kind of just rest there. This top leg's gonna be long, and I want you to see if you can reach it with that top hand, with your top arm, and then coming down. Top leg lifts, top arm lifts, and I'm starting to lift myself up with this bottom hand. This is kind of like a batch of pancakes. Your first 1 or 2 are duds, so it takes some time to sort of find your balance here. If you can, both legs come up and both legs lift. If that's not there for you today, you can stay with this single arm. This supporting arm is your best friend, so you can stay on your forearm. It'll be a little bit more challenging if you come up onto your hand. And as I'm lifting both legs up, I'm rocking more onto the fleshy part of my butt cheek, not just my hips here. I'm rocking backwards. Let's go for about 5, and then we're going to lift up and hold. You can hold with one leg down, you can hold on your forearm, you can hold on that hand. Find what works. Let's go in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do it. Lift up, hold up. Can you reach for your toes here? 6, 5, legs up higher. 3, 2, and 1. Come down. We're going to go back to the box here. We're flying through it today. I want to get 2 sets in on the box. On the box, or on your back, I should say, if you don't have a bench. We are going to find those bridges. Now, if you had a weight, you can bring that in. I have a kettlebell. I'm contemplating not using it. No, I'll do it. I'll see how it goes. So when you're ready, warming back up into that bridge, both hips up, both hips down. You have your single leg option. You have your option to come up onto your toes. I'm going to place my weight on my hips here, and I am going to go to single leg. Got about 30 seconds here. Then we're going to hold up, and we're going straight to the other side, guys. Again, tucking your tailbone. Try and take some of that feeling out of your back and into your glutes. Last 5 seconds, and let's hold up. In 3, in 2, in 1, hold up. This is really hard with the weight. If you had that single leg, lower it down, lift it up. Lower down, lift it up. 10, 8, get those hips up high. 6, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, come down, shake out those legs. If you have your weight, transfer it through to the other side. Find that knee swipe. When you're ready, join in, hips up, hips down. This box is sliding. I probably should have put a weight behind it. All right, we've got 30 seconds of single leg. So lifting the other leg this time, hips up, hips down. If you didn't have weight, or even if you did, you could elevate your feet so that you were moving through more range. Your hips could come down lower. That would be a perfectly good progression here. We've got 10 seconds, and then we're holding at the top. In 6, in 3, in 1. Let's do it. Hips up, keep them up. See if you can pull your belly button to spine, lower, lift that leg if it's there for you. Mine's staying bent into my chest. We have 10 seconds. I can feel my hips dropping. You can too, lift them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come down. Pop your weight away and move that box if you need to. We're going to come back to lying on our other side this time. We have our side push-ups on this side. So left hand, my left hand's coming down to the mat now. Hopefully you remember which side you just did. Hand comes down to the mat, and then it's that lift off moment. Press the mat away and then lower down. Press it away, lower down. Again, you can use as much or as little as this arm on the mat as you need. So I can use it for support, lifting me up first and then pressing away, or I could just press myself away with this arm. Last 5. Last 3. And last 1. Beautiful. Come down. Let's find our side teasers on the other side. So this bottom arm's going out long on an angle, and you can kind of rest your head down here. It's quite comfortable. My knees are bent. This top leg is going to lift, and then my hand's reaching for that top leg. So there's not much work through my core here if my body stays down. What I want to do is start to come up onto this arm, lift up. I'm finding that same lift through my chest. And then if you're getting there quite easily with a single leg, add in the double. So both legs come up. I'm rocking to the fleshy part of my butt to help balance, and then coming down. Lifting up and coming down. Let's go for 3. And then let's hold. Hold in any of those positions that you like. Forearm, hand, single leg. This next one will go up and hold. In 3, in 2, in 1, lift up. Can you bring your hand and toes closer together? Any more lift through those knees? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, come down. We've gone right up to the buzzer, guys. Day 4. We've only got a short amount of time to get our work in. We're just going to cool it down a little bit. So let's go legs wide. Again, as we did in a previous video, you can pop something under your hips here to find a bit of height. So if you're kind of feeling like you're back like this, lifting your hips up can just help you get into a better position. Fingertips come to the ground, press that piece of paper away, and then inhale, slide up. Exhale, chin to chest, roll forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Go again, exhale, press away. Inhale, slide those hands all the way up. This time, as you press out, can you find a few pulses here? And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, slide forward, roll forward. Inhale, come all the way up. This next one, press it away, stay down. Inhale, get a little bit straighter. Exhale, see if you can fold forward a little bit deeper. Then inhale, sit on up, cross through those legs. That is all I'll ask of you today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 5, I believe.